What's up, guys? I'm Brandon Gordon Gab of GabGames.com. The one. Be easy on PlayStation Network. And this is City Skyline, PlayStation Edition. Did my exercise, had me a little snack, and went to bed. I slept about 10 hours. 9.5. I needed it. It was a long day. PlayStation Skyline. This is doomed. Right now, doomed is looking not so doomed. If you've seen the progress that we've made, all the pollution we've cleaned up. We cleaned up this little lake area right here. We cleaned up all the pollution over here. Right now, we got incinerators running because I was making transit systems and I didn't want to get things too caught up. Nah, that's good. Shit! I need to delete that. Still managed to stressing the fuck out, you know. Since I'm playing manager at the job, I have to work a lot more than my daughter is 16, going on 17 this year. She want her. I only get her on the weekends. Work more weekends. I don't know what to do. Might be up for another promotion. The training is pushing me to be able to handle training me to handle more. Means I might, I don't know. I gotta argue with her mother and shit. She's like, my daughter wanna get her way. I'm trying not getting into it, we just be talking shit on myself before. You know, I agree with it. She's You want to come check shit. If you can check the conversation and tell me like, it's all in writing. You can read the conversation or you just my bad for protecting my kid. It's a kid that wanted to do what she wanted to do. It's not going to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. She's going to tell you her version of the truth. Read the fucking conversation before you come over here with this bullshit. I'm not for the shit. Very lucky. That I had a long day. I just wanted to relax. If I had the energy, I probably went there. Sometimes women will hold on to power because power is intoxicating. People lose common sense, not just women. You know, like this shit ain't new. I'm like, all you do when you come home on the weekends, you play the game. I don't spend no time together. I'm like, did she tell you that family night is mandatory once a night on the weekend? Not a night, but once during the weekends. Gotta pick a night. Family game night is mandatory. Did she tell you that? No. Did she tell you about all the times I'm like, hey, let's go to the movies, go out to eat, all this shit? And she's like, no, Dad, you gotta tell me your dad is, it's not cool. You know? No, of course she did. She's telling you what she wants to manipulate the situation. So that's why we're saying. You're fucking yourself. I understand the situation you're in. And try to protect me. Because I know what I'm dealing with. I know who I'm dealing with. Not just my child. My mother that encouraged the bullshit. When I come correct. So please, check yourself at the fucking door. Do your due diligence. Or somebody get the feeling and get mad and well, you know, you get to hold on to power. You know what? I don't think she should come over for a while. Just hold on to the power she don't got. This shit ain't new. Stop acting like this shit new. Every weekend since she's been 5, she's been here. How the fuck you don't know family game night is mandatory when family game night have been implemented in for 5 years? Easy. Because you don't talk to your kid like you want to come here and defend your kid. Don't talk to your kid. Probably trying to call the kettle black. You gotta work on the weekend, don't you? You work every day of the fucking week, don't you? Oh, that's different. She lives here. She lived here for the weekend. This shit not new. Don't act like this is something we just started. Ever since she's been 5. Before that, I used to get her every day after school when I was actually driving and my work was closer and they lived in the city. Pick her up every day after work on my way home from work. From 3 to 5, ages 3 to 5. Then, after she graduated out of fucking kindergarten, moved back to the suburbs and moved her away from the only reason that reason. Not act like I'm not that man. No, don't tell me how good whenever you are and try to fucking throw I'm working on me when you go out of town for a week at a time for work. So you say you don't give a fuck about who your daughter with, how she gets to school. Then you don't say, oh, I shouldn't go because, or I got my daughter at home. Say that shit. Take your happy ass out of town. I got work when she's supposed to be here on the weekend. Shut the fuck up, so hypocritical bullshit. The stress. I got time for it this morning. I slept on it. I got the energy. Just that I shouldn't have to direct that energy towards her or the situation. Even though she brought that energy to me as the responsible adult, say what I said. Got it situated. That's just going to get situated for right now. And I got to sleep on it. Just to not let it linger in my head, I have to let it out. Better out than in. Talking about, spend no time with her. Family game night is mandatory. Instead, we play Uno. I bought Villainous, which we haven't played in a while. I'm a little pissed off. We got Monopoly Builder down there. We got a couple games. Pick one. We got the PlayStation. All of that. It was really made for me and her. We include grandma sometimes. It works so much better when she get here on Friday night. But with bowling and she do like soccer and stuff sometimes. Sometimes she exhausted. Cause she's like, not tonight. We do it Saturday. Or Sunday. Then again, respectively, unless I'm working Friday night. It's mandatory. It works so much better Friday night when she get here, when I pick her up or her mom drop her off. Because she try to act like I don't pick her up neither. But to decompress from the week, having family game night, if we get competitive, we laugh, we talk. Shit, we've even cried around the table together. Sometimes we get intense. Games don't get intense, but we get intense. You know, two family game nights ago, I asked her about, is she sexually active? You know, it helps. Like, nah, she not though. I can tell by her reaction. My daughter is not necessarily a people person. But by her reaction, you can tell when the kid is like, how dare that bullshit. Like, what? Who? Me? Huh? What? It's just a deflection. Fuck no. Fuck you. Not really a people person right now. Like, cool, alrighty then. That's actually active, not just for you never know. But that's the point of family game night. It's easier when she decompress from the week. That Friday night, and it makes the weekend go by so much smoother. She, welcome home, relax, calm down from the week. School can't hurt you for a few days. So I recommend it to all fathers. Actually, I recommend it to all parents. Especially fathers who get their kids on the weekend. Because one thing to combat that's hard is the other home. When I say combat, when you got to combat a parent, mentality, energy, right? To alleviate that from the kids, be like, okay, you're here. Different energy, different mentality. When you get home, when they finally get into the home, to get rid of that and leave that shit at the door, it makes the weekend go by 10 times better. But when you allow them to sit there and the other parent's funk, the other parent's energy, it becomes a little bit more difficult to reach your kid. And that's why I had family game night. And upstairs, my kid, having fun with thinking out there, just enjoying. There's my kid. How the fuck things feel, kid? Fucking nuts! Language. Shit ain't sweet. Let me tell you what this language, this person, and Becky did. And you know what the language? Right, true. That's how comfortable she get. Tell you what this person said. And I was like, you stupid mother person. So it's things like that we go through with family game night. It really just alleviates things. Because it's two things first. First, this ain't your mama house. This is dad's house. And not just in a physical sense. Like, the reason me and her mother are together is because her mother's just not the woman of my household. She's just not the woman of my household. So it's different mentality, different ways that she's being raised, and different things she's allowed to do and not allowed to do. And she's just not the woman of my household. I try not to do too much because I don't want to overstimulate the kid. But you gotta right? Like, not that she can, but for example, let's say she can't say bitch at her mom's house. She come over here and I let her say bitch. It's like, oh yeah, I can say that. Whether she wants to or not, I'm just saying. That's just an example on the extreme. She leave here, she go home to her mom. She like, let me tell you what this bitch said. Like, what? Where'd you learn that language from? Dad lets me say it. But this ain't your dad's house. Get what I'm saying? So it's the same thing when she comes here. It ain't none of that my mom says shit or no, not unless it's a topic we discuss. And usually I try to discuss this topic with her mom. Here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm trying to implement. If you want, you can extend that to your house. And more than likely, she's like, fuck that shit, that's between y'all. Get what I'm saying? Like, if the daughter was fighting at school or something, what she done? The daughter was fighting in school, so she's on punishment. It would be nice if you extend that punishment there. Now that's real co-parenting. If I'm not, okay, I'll take that invitation to extend because it's unacceptable, unless it's for an acceptable reason. It's just, for me, it's being mature, it's keeping my peace down, it's keeping my stress. But it's hard sometimes when a person is not the person in your household. Not living in my household. Raise my kids. Not that at some point we don't hold the same core value, which is great positive. It's just sometimes shit we don't. Trying to be responsible and understand. Try to understand logic. What's the logic? Do it make sense? Could it be implemented slightly different? But do it make sense? income tax. With my income tax, which I won't be able to do this year, I'm not getting back much of anything so far that I know. I pay off a bill for my mother. Like if she's back on new bills, I pay that off. Then I take money, I buy my daughter spring clothes. She might get a few winter stuff, but she get her spring clothes. And then I might give her mother, what's left over. If I miss doctor co-payments or that's coming up, school fees that I may have missed or that's coming up. Because she don't tell me shit. If I don't ask, she don't tell me shit. Then try to harbor feelings like, I can't do nothing you don't tell me about. All I've ever asked is that you tell me in advance. Emergency room visits and shit, I get that. That's why it's called an emergency. But you can't wait till the day of the field trip to talk about lunch money. My name's not fucking Bruce Wayne. I do not have Malfoy as my last fucking name. So it'd be nice if you could tell me before. That's my only stipulation. And I'll make it happen. So it's like that shit's fucking nuts. But I give her money and all of that. I ain't never seen a dime. For shit. Motherfuckers always, I don't know. I ain't never one year I'm not. Yeah, it might be fucked out of me. To help pay for nothing. None of that shit. Like last year for my daughter's birthday, which I'm still paying off. I gotta pay off. I forgot my daughter. We took my daughter. Me and my mother took my daughter to California. She didn't offer a dime to pay for nothing. She said, hey, you need help getting clothes. Hey, you need help getting luggage. Hey, not shit. Like, I'm just supposed to deal with it. Just deal with it. Like I said, I don't know going to ask any school fees, any, doctor copay, I'm making a point to ask when I know I got it or I'm going to have it. My daughter don't have to ask me for clothes, shoes, none of that shit. Because I always, I'll have an extra 100, 150. Send me your Sheen list. And now we're arguing about Sheen list. I'm gonna stop. Only reason I really I tell her to send me a Sheen list. She just sent me a recent one. I don't really have to ask her to send me another Sheen list for another year or so. It's to know sizes. I don't want to get the wrong size. That's why I'm like, send me the Sheen. Arguing about clothes, she don't even want to send me the Sheen. She like, fuck that shit. I'm like, no, you need clothes. Spring and fall. That's the 2 times I buy clothes every year. I leave shoes up to her grandmother and to her mother. This last time I bought a $150 pair of shoes. No, it was almost $200. I spent like $250 on my shoes that year. Almost 3. You know, she didn't wear those shoes not once. I believe she traded those shoes with her mother for her mama Crocs. Like, you know how dope those shoes were? You know how much those shoes cost? Like, it's just a dope pair of shoes. It wasn't the price. I don't care about price. It was just dope as hell. Like, if I were into colors, I'd wear them. And she never wore them once. She traded them with her mama for her mama Crocs. You traded brand new $175 pair of Air Maxes with your mama for a used Crocs. You know how I felt about that? So since then, y'all buy shoes. Since y'all want to trade shoes, you buy shoes. I'm not spending no money for you to be giving your mama. I'm not buying your mama no fucking shoes. I'm not fucking your mama. Now you gotta buy shoes. Y'all figure that out. Put some used ass Crocs. They weren't even new Crocs. You put some used ass Crocs. Have to spit in the face, baby. Spit in my fucking face. And she didn't even say, nah, your dad bought them shoes for you. Because she don't give a fuck. Give me them shoes. She wasn't an adult then. She wasn't the parent then. So fuck no. You buy shoes from now on. I'm not buying no fucking shoes. No fucking. We're not destroying them. We're gonna remove them. Fuck no, y'all buy shoes. Send me your shoes. We argue about that shit. She always wanted to go. It's cute. Shut up. You don't like cute. Put them up away. Not dealing with that shit today. No, not dealing with it today. So, I'm in charge of clothes. I'm gonna get her something cute. Like, she last year I let her buy these shirts. I bought her like 2 or 3 shirts that got the shoulder out. They weren't bad though. Like, after a few washes, one of them, I gotta find out which one it was, find out the material. It looked a little stretchy. It didn't look right after a few washes. Like, and that's what turned me off from it. Like, I'd rather you show some shoulder than show some cleavage. You know what I mean? And some horny, thirsty little teenage boys, ooh, look at that shoulder. That's one shoulder line. Like, look at that ankle. You know what I mean? So, right. Shoulders or cleavage. You gotta choose the lesser of two evils. That's what I call a nice shoulder. Lesser of two evils. Because I get it. Everybody wanna be cute. Everybody wanna show some skin. Walk around with a white shirt. All that shit. I get it. But I got, controlling and tastefulness. Because it looks stretched out after a few wash, it don't look tasteful. There's some that actually held up nicely. You know, don't look trashy. So now you gotta find out different things. Like I saw one that kind of had like the shoulder out. It's a cute top. One of the girls I'm talking to, I'm like, you want that? Buy it for her. The same thing. I want my girl to be cute. I ain't fucking nobody. I ain't in a relationship. Just, you know. It's a cute top. Shit. Where the hell is she? With Jimmy. New try. Anyway. Let's see. Where are you? Just this. Gotta say. Is this her card or is this my card? I think this was my card. I thought it was at the top. I think this is hers. No, this is mine, but I think this is the one I was going to send her. Like, this is cute. Where the hell is the shit? I'll show y'all. Why does Shane make the shit so difficult to share? Because women don't like to share clothes. They like to share clothes until it comes time to share clothes. God damn it. Like, it's not just a copy link thing. Looks like I can't show y'all. They won't let me share it. So I used the app. This was more like winter stuff. Here, like, I like that. It's a skirt though. Like, if you could wear some nice leggings up under that, something under it. Be nice. It fits the style that she like, but it adds there's a shoulder strap, So like one half, it looks like it's clothed. The other half, kind of, it's not all the way overallish, but it's kind of overallish. You know how overalls got the space and then it got the strap? It's like that. It's real cute. Nice material. Like, I prefer that. Because I ain't got to worry about the cloth on the side falling down and falling off. All that extra shit. Because the strap holds it up. You ain't got to worry about it getting too stretchy because technically it's still made to stay supportive like a shirt. Leggings under it. Jeans. Like, one thing I know, I know what I like to see women in. I know how I like to see women dress. Cute, attractive, but not slutty. Maybe like, I wonder. I don't know, she seemed like she'd be fun, but, something about it says it's empowering. Like she might feel herself a little too much. You gotta take the risk if you want. Right. To say that strong females can't be attractive, can't dress attractive. It's false. Strong, empowered females can't dress attractive. You ain't gotta dress in fucking flannel shirts and lumberjack gear and be like, I'm a strong woman. That's lesbian talk. That's them chicks that want to turn you into a lesbian. Give you a flannel shirt and a buzz cut. Now you're a strong woman. It's lesbian fucking talk. You can own your femininity and still be a strong woman. That's Wonder Woman talk. I wonder if she's a lesbian. Because she's still her stature as a woman, even though she dressed feminine, she's sexy. Same thing with Catwoman. They own their sexuality, their feminine curves and shit, while still being strong women. You gotta go all Captain Marvel. But something about Captain Marvel screams butch. Like, Wonder Woman is raised by a bunch of women to believe that men are inferior, but you wouldn't tell by the way she dressed, the way she walked, the way she carried herself, because she's still a lady. being butch don't make you a strong woman. Ah, let me go to the website. Can I go to my card on the website? Cool. Good up. I don't want to go to the whole card. I just want to go to the item details. Copy. Remember, autumn stuff could work for the spring too. That's why I go fall and spring. Spring jumps into the summer. Fall lands in the winter. But fall and spring are the same thing. That cold, not cold line. So you figure out what was too small from a year or two, 2 years before. You could clean that up and donate it or whatever the fuck you do. Alright. It's more so about the strap here. You know, this is the skirt, the dress that I'm like, it's the shoulder strap though that sells it for me. Some nice leggings or something under it. Like, go ahead. To show dad's taste. Go back to my card. Like this, I think this would be fine. Because if it's a right size, she can try, but it won't work when it comes to showing off the girl. But it still give her that I could try feeling while still covering up. That got too much buttons. I like the shirt. Got too much buttons that go too low. I don't know about that shirt. She should have wanted to check out that stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I got something that's a little too, like, I don't know. Like, I also think this one is cute. That's what I like about it. Like, you don't know until you see it on somebody, right? Like, to be willing to, I trust you to wear it properly, type of thing. That's definitely out the question. This one, I think this one showed just enough shoulder. This is a shoulder cut. Same thing with this one. I don't know. There's something about it. Like it's not a normal shoulder cut sweater type of thing. The shoulder cut just a little different. So I got a 16, 17-year-old daughter. I gotta be able to be on top of it. Breakfast is getting through. You know, to be like, here's the vision. Here's cute. Here's I don't like using the word sexy, but here's sexy, here's attractive. Now, let's see if you can wear it properly. And I think this one is cool. It's deep, but not too deep in the neck. Gotta go poopy. We're gonna do some shopping while I go poopy. Like I said, I'm an active dad. Yeah, I don't like the fact that they stopped giving me things for me to be able to post. Isn't that how trends and everything work? Isn't that the point of the share button? So that people see your product? YouTube stole my music, so I'm gonna be here. They're not gonna get me to run off after they stole my shit. I'll come back and shoot this bitch up. That's on them. Stole people's shit. They get shot up, that's on them. We should have enough electricity for the city. We do. Connected to the grid, connected to the grid. That I'm not worried about. Trying to fuck you over. Shut up. Rob the motherfucker. That's just justice. Brutal form of justice, but it's justice. But yeah, I was trying to show the stuff that my daughter wanted. They wouldn't let me show it, like in comparison to what I picked out. You know, you tripping, little girl. 16. I'm buying clothes. Fucking up. I don't care if you can. People give you money right now. Fucking up. Self up. I'm quick to ban some clothes. Her little cousin, well, her and her cousin is saying, hey, ban clothes. Hell no, y'all can't wear that. Not here. Then let it be known. If y'all catch her anything less than this length, it was shorts. She did not get approval from me. Fuck no. Bam. Women thought they were gonna come over here and silent protest. My mother and my cousin's guardian all want to come over in some shorts. show him. Like, alright, I don't give a fuck. I'll ban y'all from wearing shorts over here too. Keep playing with me. Nobody gonna wear no goddamn shorts. I'm gonna show up to everybody's house in some short shorts. Pick her up from school in some short shorts. Some biker shorts. They say hot dad on the ass. See how much you think short shorts are cute then. Say hot dad. With them shorts that Terry from Reno from 911 be wearing. Pop up in some shorts like that. Say sweet ass. Play with me if you won't. Think I fucking won't. Just to make a point. Thought they were cute. I buy the shorts that you wanted and wear them. Thought they were cute. Don't judge me for my body. Don't body shame. Because they try to make it. It's a bunch of stupid ass arguments when it's motherfuckers just too young to wear it. Like, oh, don't body shame it. Man, shut the fuck up with that shit before I smack your dumb ass. You lucky as, men aren't supposed to hit women without being provoked. So I truly believe when a woman hits a man, in all rights, you deserve to defend yourself. To be fair, there are consequences for action, and people need to understand that. Men, women, and children. Can't really be for everything. That brings me to another conversation topic. Women choosing the bear versus the man. I don't disagree. I disagree on the question setup. Now, if there's a psychotic man in the woods, there's, two roads. One has a psychotic man in the woods, the other has a bear in the woods. Which one would you choose? Right? Choosing the bear. I understand the bear versus man conversation, but every man ain't fucking psychotic. But in defense of the ladies, I get it. They're not wrong. Like, a bear might attack you. Might smell some food on you, might smell prey. But there's no guarantee that a bear will attack you. Right? Like, there's no guarantee a man will attack you. But men that say, I don't get how women will chase, will rather go in the woods with the bear. Here's my argument for why women would rather go into the woods with the bear. Hey guys, if a man isn't anything to fear, then why the fuck are guys always talking about shooting somebody? I'll shoot his ass, I'll pop his ass. If a man isn't anything to fear, you as a man fear another man because you feel that guns are necessary in the world. If you didn't fear a man, guns wouldn't be so common in the United States and around the world. If you ain't afraid of no man, don't no man put fear in your heart, you wouldn't be walking around with a gun. And ladies, in defense of the men, we could look at the other end. If women weren't so difficult to deal with, women wouldn't hate being around other women. Most women hate being in a group of women. Most women hate other women. Because y'all difficult to deal with. It's just a fact. If y'all wasn't, and women were so great, y'all wouldn't have a problem with other women. Just like men wouldn't feel the need to, they need to shoot another man if they didn't fear man. If you're afraid to fight, you just as fearful as that woman that chose the woods with the bear. If you gotta have a gun on you, you're just as fearful as the woman who chose the woods with the bear. If you don't like a group of women, if you always coming back home complaining about a woman, if you feel women are difficult to work with, ladies, you're just as bad as men who think the same thing. You're just as bad as the misogynistic man who thinks that women shouldn't lead. You're just as bad as the misogynistic man that thinks women should just shut the fuck up sometimes. Because you yourself can't stand women. You know? There's always some truth to these shits. And the truth is that men carry around guns because they fear other men. Ain't no man say, I'm carrying around a gun just in case a bear run from the woods. Carry around, well, I can't say to any, because some people actually live in the woods. That's different. But most men, like, shit, in case I gotta pop a motherfucker. No, nobody says they're not afraid of men. When you gotta carry a gun, you a bitch. You are terrified of a man. You're not just scared. You are terrified of a man. Where you feel the only way to defend yourself against another man is to shoot him. You are terrified. So don't be mad at women who chose the woods with the bear. The men aren't that bad. Why you got a Glock on your waist? Because you was a bitch too. That's just in defense to that. You know? Get it. You don't carry a gun because you're comfortable. You're not afraid to carry a gun. You're like, I might have to pop a motherfucker. And I pulled out my gun. Now we're both trapped in the closet. Because you was a bitch. You was a bitch on the inside. You hiding your true self, which is that your bitch made. And that's just the That's just the gospel truth. Bitch mad. Taking transportation, public transportation, I probably run it into 6 motherfuckers that got a gun on them every day. Don't know. Sometimes they brag about having one. Every day. I listened to a man talking on the way home the other day talking about how he killed another man. I killed a person before. I threw up after I did. Like, that's not something you say in public, big dog. You know? Just on public transportation. They ain't got shit to do in the cold weather but be on public transportation. They ain't got nowhere to go. They ain't got no money. How is 12 of y'all that all hang out together and hustle together, but ain't got nowhere to go? How 12 of y'all ain't put it together, y'all? Gang for life, gang, gang. And gang, gang can't put the money together to at least get a 1 bedroom. Y'all dumb. But gang for life. All y'all on the train all day and all night and can't save enough too much money to get a 1 bedroom together. Fuck is the leader of y'all gang. Y'all need a new leader. But yeah, I get why women choose the woods. I take the train with crash outs, walking all up and down that bitch that ain't got no life and nothing to live for. And carry guns. Say there ain't nothing out there to fear. Fucking is a lie. Like I said, with my daughter, I realized that it's just in women sometimes to be different, you know, which means that most women don't necessarily mature. Because at some point you got to be like, it's you know,